and you feel like there's just no hope. Even I sometimes find myself living in the, I blew it, I could have done this, I've passed my mark. Hello everyone, my name is Angel Sandoval. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. If you're new to my channel, I make these videos weekly in hopes that they encourage you. Today we're going to be speaking about a very interesting story about a young lady by the name of Naomi whose sons passed away, and the daughter-in-law, she gave a choice after the sons were gone, saying, look, I'm going back to my homeland. There's really nothing here for me. One of the daughter-in-laws decided just to kind of take off, live a different life, and that happens, right? But Ruth decided to follow her mother-in-law, and it's a very interesting story about restoration. So we're going to be reading out of Ruth chapter 2, verses 11 through 12. Boaz replied, but I also know about everything you've done for your mother-in-law since the death of your husband. May the Lord God of Israel, under whose wings you have come to take refuge, reward you fully for what you've done. Under his wings, guys. That is the title of today's message. You are under God's wings. Ruth was widowed at a young age, but committed to caring for her mother-in-law, Naomi. Her dreams were shattered. She could have been bitter. How many of you have lost your dreams and you feel like there's just no hope? Even I sometimes find myself living in the, I blew it, I could have done this, I've passed my mark. But instead, she had a heart after God and made him her refuge. I speak to myself, guys, I need to get better at making God my refuge. In my human strength, sometimes I find myself getting depressed. Again, going back to that blew it mentality. But once I know that God is my refuge and look back at everything he's got me out of, he sustains me. And it may not be the will I had, and that's why the prayer is nevertheless not my will, Lord, but your will be done, because God knows better for you. And even though it's not happening right now, doesn't mean it's not going to happen. So listen to this. She would get up every morning, guys, and go to the fields and pick leftover grain. And it looked like she would always struggle. It looked like she would always struggle. But God sees what you've been through. You may have a disadvantage, but God's not at a disadvantage. He controls the universe. He caused Boaz, one of the wealthiest men in the area, to see her, fall in love and marry her. And she went from working in the fields to now owning the fields. Your time is coming, guys. The Lord is not slow in lacking his promise. He's not like that. If God promises you something, he's not human that he's going to go back on it. Don't believe the lies you're stuck. Don't be limited by what's happened to you. Just keep being your best and putting God first. Keep being your best and putting God first. The right people are going to notice you. He's arranging things in your favor right now. He's ordering your steps. New doors are going to open. Suddenness, promotion opportunities will catapult you into a new level. Keep trusting. Keep believing, guys. God is for you. Love you. Always praying for you.